MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
So the Bronx Bombers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Babe Ruth gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Bernie Williams comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The average for him at 267 on the year, 26 home runs and 61 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Tino Martinez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Yankees nothing. Orioles coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on The Show. David Wells will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
To 2-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away.
Batting second.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the third baseman,
Eddie Matthews is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We are still scoreless. And now in the box, Jose Canseco.
The left fielder, Jose.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Cecil Fielder.
Into the box, Cecil Fielder, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Canseco stands at second with no outs. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
At the plate now, Tim Raines, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 26 home runs and 69 runs batted in. And he lays off for ball one. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Tim Raines goes down for out number 2 in the top half. From the stretch, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one.
Hey, that's a huge set the tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
High in the air into shallow left center. Iglesias ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 1-1 to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Grounded back up the middle, and the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Kyle Seager is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Soft liner toward first, and they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
The right fielder, number 24.
So now into the box is DJ Stewart, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Alan Trammell. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now to bat, Jorge Posada, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to first. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now it'll be Derek Jeter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This ball will be chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Third inning, no score to this point. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hayes retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate now is Joe Dietrich.
Leading off
the pitch
for the Orioles, the second baseman.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Austin Hayes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Williams is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport. Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Next to hit, Tino Martinez struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cecil Fielder.
At the plate, Cecil Fielder, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
2-2. Still 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Full count still. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Softly hit here to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third as that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping up is Ryan Mountcastle. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball,
Mountcastle.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have his lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Eddie Matthews will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on.
Canseco will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Next, it'll be Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
He's set. The 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Orioles leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. High and deep to straightaway right. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And that is 27 for him on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be a deciding factor in a game.
Second baseman.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Hayes is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alan Trammell.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer, Alan Trammell. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now the first pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now
So 2 out, nobody on. And here's the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Here's the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Posada behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled away. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 1-0 New York. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you,
Leading
Heidi.
off for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the AB now. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. DJ Stewart stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches 2nd time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Joe Dietrich is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, another foul ball.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box, Derek Jeter, he flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
Jeter.
Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. And no surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
So here's one last look at it. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call, and I just don't see it there. I'd be really surprised if the challenge works out for them in this one.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
At first base.
To the plate now, Bernie Williams. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No hits to this point. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tino.
2 away now in the Yankees' sixth, and that brings up Tino Martinez. First offering on its way. One run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Severino corrals it, and that ends the inning. So now to the plate, here is Pedro Severino to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
The 2-2 one more time. Full count, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up into this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
The center fielder,
Austin Hayes comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Hit in the air out to left field. Canseco is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
Next to stand in is Ryan Mountcastle. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. And now Jose Canseco. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Count still at 1-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
To short, right to Iglesias. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, the designated Cecil.
So now to the plate, Cecil Fielder, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen. Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Fielder, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and batting next to be Alfonso Soriano. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
A bouncer up the middle. Iglesias is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 1-0.
7th inning stretch.
Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward
Leading
now is
off
the shortstop,
for the
Jose
Orioles.
Iglesias.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Here it comes.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another 1-2 delivery. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 2-2 offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Raines is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Next to hit is Eddie Matthews. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Out in front of it, strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Here comes another 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. 7. Bruce Zimmerman has been summoned.
Attention, please. Now pitching for number 50. Bruce Zimmerman.
First pitch on the way. The 0-1 on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Now batting.
Digging in will be Derek Jeter. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
1-1 the count. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Into the box now, Bernie Williams. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a two-run lead.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
Here comes Tino Martinez. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Got him in the chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th. In now for the O's.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder,
Bruce Sutter, is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the New York
Ready with
Yankees.
the first pitch. Here it comes.
Number 42.
Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great
14.
all night long.
Second baseman,
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Joe Dietrich is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. This is in the air out to right. Raines is there. 2 down.
the catcher.
Next here is Pedro Severino. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
1 ball.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat, and we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
And the pitch. Fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still trail it here 3-1. Craig Kimbrell enters the game from the pen.
Number 46. Craig Kimbrell.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jose Canseco is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. fouled off. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. So the next to bat will be Cecil Fielder, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Kimbrel has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
First delivery to him. Tim Raines is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
That misses 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way is a fastball down below the knees. Fielder, base runner at first with 1 out. And he fouls this one off. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Darryl Strawberry will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Strawberry.
As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Don Mattingly will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate, and they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Fouled away. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Next for New York, Derek Jeter. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in. After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Comes set, the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last. Wade Boggs will come on defensively now.
Now playing second.
Mariano Rivera comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And now the first pitch. Austin Hayes is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count
0-2
and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Standing in now, Ryan Mountcastle, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
Next to dig in, Jose Iglesias. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Still ranging back. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. At the plate now, Eddie Matthews.
Third baseman.
Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen? He brings it in, and the Yankees make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
4-2 the final score tonight. The New York Yankees with their 90th win, best in the division. David Wells wins his 17th game of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Mariano Rivera closes the door for the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base.